Hey guys, I'm gonna try and make my post tonight while I make dinner. We'll see how that works out. Sounds like a terrible idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh yeah, because every time I have to step away from the camera, is it gonna follow? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm looking for tofu. Oh, see, it lost me already. Ah, damn it. And I can't reconnect it. This is going to be a lot of trouble, isn't it? Oh, it's still recording. Okay. You know what, guys? I'm just going to let it go. I got to get my tofu out. Anyway, the thing I was going to mention tonight, the only reason I wanted to do this was because I can talk. Maybe I can talk. And well, I did not tuck my tofu in a Ziploc bag. That was dumb. Anyway, I can talk and to get this done, and then you know, we won't have to do I won't have to do two different things at the same time. Sunflower seed, sesame seed. I was going to talk about my addiction. I'm now on heroin. No, I'm kidding. Sugar. I'm trying to stop eating sugar. I've heard for so long that that's the if you really want to lose weight, that's the culprit. You got to stop eating sugar. And I've thought for a long time if I could just get the amount down, the amount of sugar down, then same effect. But it hasn't worked. So I really need to just cut out sugar, not forever, but you got to do it for a while till you get down to your weight, and then control how much you eat, control how much sugar you consume. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And I've been successful for the past 2 days. Yesterday I had a coffee with some milk in it. When they say milk here, what they put in it is actually condensed milk. And as you know, condensed milk is just pure sugar. So it's really not just coffee with milk. And I used to have that coffee with milk. That gives you a little bit of the cut to the bitterness of the coffee without the sugar. But here, if you put milk in it, they're gonna put condensed milk in it. Of course, I'm not actually going to a coffee shop. I'm going to go to the little store around the corner where the coffee is canned. And I got the one with milk, and then it was really sweet, and I was like, boy, I messed up. But anyway, so that was yesterday. I managed to avoid sugar today. I mean, I say avoid sugar. I know it's in everything, and of course there's probably some tracing out, but I pretty much avoided sugar, except for that coffee for 2 days. And boy, I felt it today. I have smoked before and had a nicotine addiction, and it felt almost exactly the same way. Just this rage at everything. This morning and this afternoon, just could not control it. But I kind of, because I grasped what it was, I understood the problem. I was able to just go, okay, I'm just absolutely irate at everything, and that's just the way it's going to be today, and maybe more than today. It might continue tomorrow. But the weird thing was, it occurred to me, I've not really ever tried to stop eating sugar before, and that's a big garlic. I wonder if I should. That looks perfect. Okay. So anyway, yeah, this is a real addiction. They've been saying, the medical community has been saying it is an addiction for a while, and I mean, I guess I didn't really take them too literally on that, but boy, it really is. It is easy to get addicted to it, and it's in everything, like I said. So it's hard to cut it out. But I'm going to try, since obviously I'm in a very controlled situation here. I just have what's in my fridge, and I can't go to the store. But the snackies at the store on the corner, and it's really a good thing, but the snackies are not very good, so I don't really buy much in the way of snackies there. So it's kind of a good thing. I buy coffee. One thing I ever buy there are drinks: coffee, beer, and of course I haven't been drinking beer either, because that's not very good. And I might as well, if I'm going to gain weight from beer, I might as well wait till I'm out having a good time, and not just sitting here. Although it is hard not to get a beer in the middle of the super hot day. Paprika, mint, black pepper. Oh, I hope I'm not out of pepper. Anyway, that was what occurred to me today. That I was just really having a time with how I'm going to try and do the tracking again. Okay, let's see if it holds. I don't have to duck down into the fridge anymore, I don't think. So hopefully it'll keep tracking me. Anywho, yeah, but sugar, hard to avoid. And I've been doing really good about making my own dinner. It's really hard to keep up with when you're working, and it's so easy to justify, oh, I've been at work all day, I'll just order in, but it doesn't help you lose weight. So if there's one good thing that comes out of this, maybe I'll lose some weight. How big is my zucchini? That sounds like sexual innuendo. Nope. It's not. Whoa! The tracking also is not perfect. I don't know if you guys have noticed. It's not perfect. It's far from it. Let's let it go. Okay, let's see. These little idiots at the grocery store, the little grocer I go to, and bless their hearts, I just call them idiots, but that's pretty stupid. They wrap the thing in plastic wrap, and then but only after they put a sticker directly on the vegetable. So then you have to cut the sticker off. How stupid. It's really not smart. Okay, anyway. I'm going to set this up at a higher location so I can talk to it. Although really maybe I'm done. Although not entirely, because I wanted to say one other thing about, ooh, now you're in the cabinet. Let's see if you can, how stupid. You can also see my whole self, so you can see why I need to lose weight. I walked around the island. I've really been doing a walk around. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to only walk when you're going to get food, or only go out when you're going to get food. Which I was. I went to get my can of coffee, and just took the long way back. And I was thinking too, on the way to the grocery store, I was like, you could just carry a bag of groceries wherever you go, or just put a couple of things in your fridge in a bag, because they say, oh, you can leave if you're going to the grocery store. You can leave to get food. It's a rule. And what stops people from going out and just going and doing whatever they want and having a bag of groceries? They just say, well, I got these groceries. What are they going to do? Well, the thing that stops them is that Vietnamese people are not trying to do an end run around rules that are keeping them alive. Especially here in Hanoi. We're actually doing fairly good in Hanoi. I haven't seen any news reports recently, but the day we went into lockdown, there were reportedly like 70 new infections that day here, which is a small number in a city of 8 million people. Things are going crazy in Ho Chi Minh City, but that's there. Here, we're doing fairly well. Of course, I know why they locked down, because obviously if they don't, it's going to turn into Ho Chi Minh City, and we don't want that to happen. So hopefully the numbers have been going down, but I can't get any numbers right now for Hanoi. I can only get all of Vietnam, and the numbers are pretty high in other parts of the country, like Ho Chi Minh City, also in Da Nang, pretty high there. Cut into slices. What we're gonna do is use my mandolin. What do you call this thing? Do that. Anyway, so I was walking around the island, and this is kind of an upscale island. It's got a lot of fancy stuff on it. And one of the things that it had was, besides foreigner bars, which obviously haven't been getting much business, they've both maybe closed now. I don't know what made me think. It's hard to tell, obviously, because everything's closed at the moment. I mean, when I say closed, I mean out of business, because everything's closed right now. But forget what made me think, but even a standing bar might be gone. They've just had to go too long without any customers, it seems. But the other one, it looked like it was out of business even before the lockdown, so they may have gone out of business too. Which is really strange because they got way more business than Standing Bar. If you go online, you see a lot of ads for Standing Bar, which I think is the nicer one just because of its location. I'm a sucker for a view, though. They've got the better view. But the other one got a lot more business. Foreigners would pack that place, all weekend. And it was nice. It was a very relaxed environment, so it was a nice place to go. But they both look like they're out of business now. I don't know. But I passed a wine shop. There was a wine shop right next to that. It's a little corner right at the edge of the island, and I guess it's just got the best view, and it's easy to find. People know where it's at. I don't know, but people like to go there in the evening. In fact, actually, even beyond the bars, there's people just come up to that little bend and sit and watch the sunset. It's really nice. Obviously, when we're not in lockdown, they do that. So it's just there's a wine shop, and it's out of business now. It's like they took everything out of the inside of it, so there's no question that one's out of business. There's no wine, there's no furniture, it's just nothing in there. And I was thinking, it's terrible, but really, after the smoke clears, I don't think I put any money into anything now, but after the smoke clears in a lot of places, it's going to be a time to invest. If you've got money to invest, now is the time, or then is the time to do it. Not quite yet, but because when people start going back out, the business is going to be the same level it was before, if not higher. People have been cooped up. I'm saying this for the U.S. too, because I just assume you guys are going to end up going into some kind of lockdown because of this Delta variant. One slice of zucchini hit the floor, and I was like, I'm not going to waste that. Then it occurred to me, just don't eat off the floor, because it's something that occurs to me occasionally. Anyway, so I don't have. This is completely useless because I don't have any money to invest. I will just give that advice to people. So if you have money to invest, get ready, because when things do open back up, when I say when the smoke clears, I kind of mean like after all of this gets settled. I don't want to make it sound like COVID's going away and just hold on, it's going to be gone any minute. This is probably something that humanity will just live with. It'll just be another disease on the list. Flu, cold, and COVID, because it's just spread too much at this point. I don't see any way we would be able to stamp it out, get rid of it. Yeah. So, but when it all clears, presumably the market, the business, it will be just as much as it was before, and a hell of a lot of competition is going to be gone. And even from last year, where things were not bad here last year, we had like 3 weeks of lockdown, and the rest of the year was just delightful. While the rest of the world was going nuts, they managed to keep it out of Vietnam. And yet still, a ton of stuff went out of business. Certainly in the tourist areas, even stuff that, like, I wouldn't have thought about going out of business. Like, there was a Popeyes here, or there still is Popeyes here, but there was a Popeyes and a Burger King that was in the tourist part of town. Obviously, they were trying to draw in Westerners. And when the tourism dried up, they didn't just slow down or close temporarily. They just went completely out of business, or those locations went out of business. I don't know if they're franchises, though. I don't know how that works. But I would have thought a big corporation like that would keep stuff in place, because eventually people are going to come back to Vietnam as tourists. But nope, I was wrong. They just went out of business. All right, well, really that was it. I suppose there was more time spent trying to adjust the camera. It's supposed to have that following feature, but I don't know, maybe my software, my gimbal isn't good enough or something, I don't know, but it's not perfected. And also, if you go out of the range, it loses you. It's like it's not going to remember you when you get back. So if I duck down into the fridge, it's like, nope, don't know, don't remember you. Don't know who you are. All right, I'm done with this onion. I'm going to hit that button in just a second. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow night.